You've been in 20 years in politics. When do you feel like you would retire?
Oh, this is my last dance.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it legit?
I'm Michael Jordan.
¿Qué pasa que Refinería, diferentes acuerdos ahora firmar y nada nunca pasa?
So many things was left unattended to. We're losing too much money. They will lose like 40, 60 million a month. Industria, con locura, me pone baby, ta placa me te haya. Pero está matando industria.
I've heard people that have had experts come to Aruba and test the waters in San Nicolas, and apparently they're not great because the refinery.
That's true.
I thought it was always been AVP and MEP has been like
No.
a big dog.
Before MEP, it was AVP.
This episode of Electric me
No,
about San Nicolas.
I mean, you asked the question. We're giving you an answer.
Bro, his face, he could. Like I triggered something. What are your thoughts on having two of him like?
Let me shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit, so wait, Mike, that means you jumped ship. Hold on, you just went AVP and that was the competition? AHATA!
Hey yo, what's up?
Ella, chemisters.
Guys, welcome to your favorite political show here in Aruba. I'm kidding.
Ooh, I like that. I'm
I
not
mean,
mad about
we can
it.
do that, right?
I don't know about
Between
it.
now and December 6th, you can say that. No, we can't say that because
Yeah, I don't
we
think
also
so.
have
We're
friends.
on more.
Yeah.
We're on
also
more.
multiple King guys. Go check it out. Also check out Face the Future with Mauro. So
And Table X, baby.
we're the top three in no order whatsoever.
Big
Anyways,
three.
guys, welcome back to your favorite show, your favorite podcast here on the ABC Islands, No Filter in Paradise. A show about anything and everything between two friends. One is super straight and the other.
Extremely gay and black. Per.
All right, awesome, guys. Jesus.
Wow. No, come on.
I'm sorry.
Shake it off.
Like we remind you every single week, this is not a political show. We just bring people who are in politics and we discuss some shit with them. That's pretty much what it is.
I think everybody's consistently been watching this every week. You don't have to keep saying it. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. I think we're very much over it.
Okay. Without further ado, guys, we have Mr. Mike De Meza. Welcome back. Thank
you.
Welcome to the show.
Officially.
Yeah. Because when I say welcome back, we had him like 4 years ago on Voto Paquete.
Yeah.
So that's why it was a little confusing. How you been?
Good.
Good?
So far, so good.
So far, so good?
Yes.
How's the campaigning going?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Going good. Busy. A lot of, visiting of homes, radio talk shows. You know.
By the way, are we doing this in English or propriamente?
Oh, it doesn't
anything.
matter.
What are you more comfortable with?
Mike is an English guy.
English,
though.
yeah.
English,
Yeah.
Parliamento,
But if you
Dutch,
go to like San Nicolas English, I'm gonna have a hard time understanding.
That's
Earlier, you guys were
difficult.
talking. I was like, "Fuck, what are they saying?" I just gave up halfway. I was like, "Nah, fuck it." Like,
Just let him talk.
No, anything goes.
Nah,
No.
I do feel like this episode is gonna be a lot about you two. Because that's the fact.
I'm not
that's
mad about
me
it. It is what it is.
guys,
we have way more in common.
I agree
so
because you're both from San Nicolas, right?
100%.
So I do feel like this conversation, because we do have, some question about San Nicolas, but I do feel like a lot of this conversation is going to be like 50% San Nicolas. So,
For sure.
which I also want to know, because for years people have been promising San Nicolas, and we talked about this recently, is I feel like finally it's actually something's going to be.
I don't know. We don't
I
know.
Yeah, I don't
Everybody's
know
still,
either
it's still
because
a talk.
Every
Like,
4 years, everyone is talking.
It's
Everybody
always-
makes promises. This is why I have trust issues with politicians.
For
But
sure.
before we dive into the show, we have a little bit of an icebreaker, a segment that's brought to you by ProFrame, guys. Go get your windows and doors.
Per.
If you don't like them, you have horrible taste. All right, guys, they're amazing.
That's facts.
So we're gonna start out with some question. Back in the day when you were younger, we got your first time going to vote.
Okay.
Who did you vote for? Which party? Which person?
First time I ever voted was in the Netherlands.
What? No. We're talking about Aruba. We don't
Aruba.
care about
First
Holland.
Aruban vote.
First Aruban. Let me rephrase the question. First Aruban vote.
Yes. Well, my first Aruban vote was, I think, in 92. Because in the 80s, I went to study, was 18 years old, 1981. And I came back the 1st of December, 1990. So the first election after that was in 92. Yeah. So, I always follow politics, also in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Den Haag vandaag enzovoort. I always believe that politics plays a very important role in everyday.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn right.
I mean, you guys kind of affect our lives.
Everything.
Everything.
And this show kind of dictates
Right.
your future.
Right.
Look at Joe Rogan, all right? Thanks to Joe Rogan, we got we got Trump. So I'm just saying,
Right.
we all need each other over here,
Yeah.
okay?
So,
But which party did you vote for? Who was it? Do you remember who it was? that
what
you-
it was.
Okay,
Okay.
nice,
Yes.
nice.
yes.
Come through.
All right, so as of right now, not right now, what's your favorite kind of music? Take your time.
Well, it's soca, you know.
You gotta be careful what you say, because
No, we listen. That's how I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it is.
Yeah. No,
Your all-time
soca,
favorite kind of music.
I like reggae. You know, love reggae a lot. Soca reggae and R&B, you know.
Okay, Mike.
You have a favorite artist?
Sorry?
A favorite artist?
How you call him? Let me see which one I would. I think it would be Bob Marley.
Okay.
When it comes, because I grew up in Bob
That's
Marley.
that's your era.
Back in the 70s, you know.
Yeah.
Coming up, everybody plays Bob Marley, especially
Yeah.
in San Nicolas, you know.
The-
Bob Marley. I have some other ones too. Dolly Parton.
Really?
When I was a little boy, I
Dolly!
Isn't that working nine? No.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Dolly's
Working
a
nine to
classic.
five.
That was cowboy songs.
Yeah, she's country.
You wear
Country.
your big bell with your hat,
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
down the
Oh,
street.
wow. Okay, I
I
did not
was-
expect that.
Me neither.
Yeah, she was one of
She has,
my.
she has got good songs.
Yeah, you have some other ones too, but you know, Michael Jackson is everyone.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, we
It's
grew up
an
with
icon.
Michael
We were just
Jackson,
playing
too.
Michael Jackson before you walked in.
Exactly, exactly. But we had rock, you know.
Who's your
hard
favorite rock music? Rock band?
Kiss
Okay.
was one of them. AC/DC.
Okay.
Let's go.
You know, yeah.
I like AC/DC.
Meatloaf. You know?
Okay, I'm not a fan of Meatloaf, but
Okay, yeah.
yeah, Motley Crue, like all these
Yes,
guys.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. I've seen AC/DC live one time.
Okay. You know, when I grew up, you know, we had these big radios that you walk with.
Yeah.
and
The
so
boom
on.
box.
The boom box.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that was the thing, you know. So some of my friends, they were hard rock fans. You
Yeah.
know? So they would be
Disrupting the neighborhood.
Yeah, we used to be.
What the fuck is
you know,
this?
I would have boxed somebody because not in my house.
we would be doing a lot of sports. You know, I grew up doing many and different sports.
Yeah.
You know, but after that we would sit down right in the front of the YMCA on the
curb radio.
Riding solo there curve, you know, and
Just chilling.
booming music, you know. And I was always in big groups of guys. We had a gang of 30 guys, you know.
Jesus.
And when we go to party, you know, if one get invited, all
Everybody
go.
has to go.
Everybody.
It's a package deal.
I feel like
One
that's,
get- one
that's
gets a
still how
girlfriend,
you be
it's a
though. You
package.
still like this though.
Oh yeah. I move around to it.
For
you know,
sure. For
With
sure.
a pack.
For sure.
You know.
So right now, what's your favorite restaurant in Aruba?
Ooh.
My favorite restaurant in Aruba. Okay, right now, you know, I would give it to, you know, O'Neill's and Kamini.
Okay,
I
well,
support.
I don't know Convenience. Where's it?
That's also further
same,
up,
same street as
closer to
O'Neill's?
my house.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
Whites.
Was
Before
that-
you go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
holiday, you have Kamini.
Okay.
And O'Neill's in the main street.
She's
you know, those
Trinidad.
two,
I know
you
what O'Neill's I do know.
Yeah.
I mean,
and,
everybody's been to O'Neill's.
I've only been there twice ever in my life.
and the new one, you know, from Machiavelli, you know, Salim.
Ooh,
you know.
I haven't been yet.
Yeah, that's
I
Asian
haven't been
food,
yet.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's great. I mean,
Yeah.
that
He-
guy
yeah.
he's just in a different class. You
Shout
know?
out to Chef Machiavelli.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know him on Instagram. Though.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know
I've
about
had his
restaurant.
food before, but I've never been to his restaurant officially yet.
Yeah.
Now, in your opinion, what is the most overrated place? Not just restaurant. It could be anything. It could be a beach. It could be a restaurant. Whatever. The most overrated thing.
Thing?
In Aruba.
What for you is the most overrated thing? It could be anything.
Politics?
Nah, it doesn't.
If that's the case, everybody's overrated. Okay. Okay.
Oh, shit.
No, we're not in politics yet, but like
Yeah.
for you, like what's the most overrated?
Something you feel like everybody does hype, and you'll be like, really? Well, you hyping that thing for yourself that good?
Well, discussions on Carnival.
Okay.
Really.
I
you
wasn't
know?
expecting that. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Everybody, you know, you have what we have 110,000 people living here,
Yeah.
and everybody is involved in that discussion. There's no way you can't come to nothing sensible, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody is discussing, and there's all kind of hypes about it, and
Everybody's their
it's
opinion.
crazy.
It's very sensationalized. It's true.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And when we get on to the Calypso and Road Match contest, I still call it like that.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's just, to me, it's going a bad direction. You know,
Yeah.
they have all kind of excuse why it's going down, and that they need this and that. Well, back in the days when it was the best of the best, didn't have
None of those
that.
things.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
But do you think
know,
it's just evolving with time? There's like everything else needs to evolve with time.
Yeah,
Because like sometimes like people change things like, why did you change it? But maybe I don't see the big picture of where it's going. You know?
Yeah,
Because I don't understand like the younger crowd. Let's say.
I guess everybody
Has their opinion.
Yeah, and everybody wants to put their own influence in it,
Yeah.
and they don't let it really evolve. You know, it's like
It's
a
true.
force right thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but for sale. And you know, Calypso was never. I used to go Calypso as a little boy, 12 years old. I used to jump the wall. Joe Lavey Popat. I used to go
One of
help.
those kids.
Yeah, it was, Lagos Popat. Or it was Joe Lavey. They would fix it. I would go help Joe. And if you help him, you come inside, just like baseball. You help him score, you help him fix the field.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the night, you can choose whether pasticcio or popcorn
Yeah.
with a soft drinks,
I just worked 8 hours. Here's the stitch.
Here you go.
Yeah. What? And Calypso had like maybe 100 people, 150 people going there.
It's true.
Yeah.
And it was really Kaiso lovers,
Yeah.
Those people in San Nicolas, they really go there. It started with Mama Guy Otro, all the singers, they would say a joke about the other one
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they give a whole show when they enter in. Back then you had Lord Kobachi, you had...
Yeah, shout out to my granddaddy.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you had Lord Tiger, all of these guys,
It's
Reds
true.
and them, and they would make a wonderful show. And it was just their thing. And it just kept growing because it was just their thing.
Exactly.
People loved it. It is the way they are, what
Yeah.
they do. And it became bigger and bigger, and people just loved it. It was like San Nicolas. This is a different
This
thing.
is what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get.
yeah.
It's
It's like-
not that anymore. That's the
I
problem.
know
Now
what
it's
you mean. It's
too-
like if you live in North, San Nicolas,
Sure.
it's like spending a day in San
Yeah,
Nicolas.
yeah,
The
yeah.
beach,
They got
the
Calypso,
food.
but they got,
Yeah.
especially for the competition, like carnival season stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, okay, they have Calypso contest tonight. There's
Exactly.
Bampi,
Like
you're gonna
Tambo in
you know what you're gonna
But
get.
it was more than it was happening even outside the carnival season, or it's just like during carnival only.
It was
But-
during carnival
yeah,
mainly.
that was
was
the main
like
thing.
The thing.
But it
Okay.
would sing throughout the year.
Yeah.
They loved it. They sing throughout the year, And they used to follow all the English island music,
Yeah.
And it was something that had to do with family, A lot of the English island people that lived in San Nicolas. But it was wonderful. It's just like in Curacao, but also Aruba, with Tumba and so on, Tanancos. And you're there just enjoying a different
You're
culture.
part of their
Yeah.
culture.
And I was
It's
like,
like you're stepping into a different world during that time, and you just enjoy it.
yeah, and you're good there,
So that's why moving it was such a big deal
feel
for.
like-
yeah.
This episode about lecturing me
No,
about San Nicolas.
I mean you asked the question.
well,
We're
no,
giving you
like,
an
what, am I being a
answer.
lecturer right now?
We're just giving you the
No, but it's true. But it's
answer.
true. But it's true.
You know,
I
and-
am learning. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know this.
And what I find, they're forcing it now to go a certain direction.
Yeah.
No, let it flow. Let it.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Let it be what it
Let
is.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
them singing each other. It was wonderful.
Do you
know?
think I see them talking about like having a no fuck? Oh my god, she's a Juve, but in playa.
Yeah. I mean, so, yeah.
Bro, his face, he could. It's like I triggered something. What are your thoughts on having Juve in playa?
Let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You talk like.
No, sure, you can jump in. Maybe help him out.
The little things that we have in San Nicolas
Yeah.
that people appreciate all over the island.
Yeah.
They like I said, forthright. It is something from San Nicolas. People enjoy going to the Calypso contest in
Yeah.
San Nicolas.
Yeah.
People enjoy going to the Juve morning in San Nicolas. Why do we have to take every little thing that
To
is
playa.
successful in San Nicolas, take it out, forthright it, and then it fails?
When San Nicolas finally gets something.
Yeah.
You finally get the hype on the area.
You're like, hey,
Bye, Kune.
Yeah. It has to do with the language, the culture, the habits. Those things are important, and you can't just take something, and just put it anywhere, or it will have to take years for it to meld down into your culture in, let's say, North, bijvoorbeeld, you know?
Or you could just create your own like North Sunset Parade. They created something.
Yeah,
they
that would
have
be
it.
nice.
Nobody asked for like, hey, Trece Pariba, no? Like,
No,
I'm
and-
gonna get
It's
like,
yours.
You'll keep that. That's okay.
it's yours. Y'all started that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice to go to. People in San Nicolas talk, the Sunset Parade in North, and
It's fun until you live in the area and like, fuck, me mama. I remember one day I went to work like, fuck, they blocked all the roads. I ended up being late for work every freaking time. All right, cool. That was our little icebreaker segment. It went longer than expected.
It really did. It really did.
Pero, so let's dive into some
We
questions.
could keep it to that too.
Yeah, what?
We could only keep it to that.
No, let's keep because I don't want Darren coming after you like, "Hindi mo kailangan mais, sabi ko pendejo di Messina."
We love Derinsky,
because
but-
Darren is vocal as fuck.
It's okay. We also we
So,
love him.
Before I want to talk a little bit more about yourself as a politician. A little bit like how long have you been in politics? 'Cause I have no idea.
Yeah, I joined the PPA party back in 2001. And
He was a Pepe,
yeah,
Stay hode.
me and Anthony, all of us was on the list with Monica.
Anthony, I remember,
Yeah, with Monica.
Stay hode.
Kok, Mirto. A lot of us were on the list. Yeah, Esmond Jones. All of us were
Oh, shit.
In 2001.
Okay. So then after that,
After that, sadly enough, PPA kind of had a meltdown and almost everyone left. And I wasn't going to continue in politics, really.
That was a question I had for you, too.
No. I had my own company doing very well.
Yeah.
I was active in the community and so on. My wife very busy. And, a lot of friends kept talking to me, go into politics, help San Nicolas, because that was the main goal. And after, going back and forth, and evaluating it, I said, okay, we looked at all parties and different, people came to me. Most of my friends were always RPP or AVP. And a good friend of mine, Chris Damers, and also Melvin Trump, defunto, they were coming by me and talking to me, and my other friends too. And then we decided to go on AVP. But it took a lot of talking.
A lot of convincing.
Oh, yeah. Mike had to come to San Nicolas a good bit of time, sit around in a big group of people, why this guy should go on your list, and what are you going to do for San Nicolas? How can we, be sure that you're going to, give the space and all of that. And that took a while, but it was a short time frame because I left PPA, I think it was the ending of 2004, and in 2005 had the election. So then I decided, to go. I was not in Parliament, so I was one of the vote getters from PPA, but PPA for a while had 0 seats. When we went on the list of PPA that year, we got 2 seats. And then Benny Nisbet, defunto, and Glenn Hill went, because they were number 1 and number 2, they went in Parliament.
Correct.
They took the seats.
Yeah, PPA was growing very quick. Yeah. It's a pity it had a meltdown. But anyway, then we left, and it dropped back since then with 0. It was a pity.
Has PPA always been inactive until now?
Inactive?
No, they were last election, but this other lady took it over, Malberg.
They were always part of the election.
Yeah.
Okay. It used to be the biggest party on the island.
I heard this yesterday.
Really?
They had 15 seats.
Wait.
Otmar told me this last night. I was surprised. I did not know Pepe. I was like...
Yeah, that was
back in the days,
but I thought it was always been AVP and MAP has been like the big dog.
No. Before MAP, it was AVP and PPA. You had Una Pia Pro and so on. You had different parties. But PPA was really...
I'm learning things today.
Same.
The biggest party. So you had those 2 big parties, was PPA and AVP.
Oh, so wait, Mike, that means you jumped ship, Havana, you just went AVP and that was the competition?
Yeah, but but since in the 70s when the MAP came to existence, the PPA kind of felt, and became a small party. And,
shit!
It was AVP and MAP,
Yeah.
That really were the 2 big parties.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts now? I mean, seeing someone who used to be part of your party back in the day, Ahmad, now has leader of PPA?
Yeah, I don't have no particular...
nothing towards you.
No,
right?
Everybody's free to go anywhere.
100%.
I think PPA had a bright future. It's a pity what happened back in 2004. Since then, PPA went backwards. To be honest, I don't know if they're going to make it this time. That's me personally.
Of course. Everybody has their own.
But I always had sympathy for the PPA party as a San Nicolas party. Everybody knows PPA was a party with, from all the islands you have people, And AVP was the big party. Actually, the founders of the PP came out of the AVP.
Okay.
Just like how you call it, the founders of the MAP came out of AVP too.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually,
so everybody came out of AVP.
Everybody
Basically.
came out of AVP.
Okay.
So I went to AVP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. Help us out.
I want to see what brought them there. But
I'm curious.
Yeah.
How long have you been part of AVP though?
So AVP since 2005. 2005.
Oh
wow, it's like 20 years.
Yeah. Then I went to the election, and since then I've been or in Parliament or as a minister.
20 years.
Yeah, for years.
Whoa.
I always. I left PPA, I doubled my votes in AVP. I went to our next election, doubled my votes again.
Damn.
And so on.
You better talk about them doubles.
And then came a time when it dropped back.
You don't want to give a shout out now?
Shout out for what?
Well, you were shouting when it went double when it started.
No, but I always,
you're like, let me just.
and always since 2005 that I was, active in the Parliament. I always also took out myself, the school voto preferencial. So no cabe voto, you know. I
Yeah.
always had enough votes to be in parliament, and at the end of the day, depends if you're in government, the parliament will support you as a minister. You know?
Have you ever thought about leaving AFP?
No.
No?
No,
I mean,
not
jump up, PPA.
Yeah.
Nah, I think at this point, if you leave, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done with politics, stuff.
You like Michael Jordan, The Last Dance?
Be like, hey, this was it.
but I already, fuck, I lost my question.
No, if I ever
yeah.
wanted to leave, no. We always were good. You know, you learn a lot for sure in the AVP. You know, the AVP has different foundations.
Yeah.
You know, the Mito Cruz Foundation, Digital La Clay, they do investigation, they create courses, give courses. AVP party has a very, very strong and solid communication with the Netherlands and also in the region. Mike Eamon, the leader of the party, is someone, you know, very politically driven.
That's,
you
can
know,
see
he's
it.
really, he knows the history, he studies it, he has very good contacts. You know?
I do have a question, and I don't mean this in a bad
No,
way.
sure.
But
Nothing is a bad way.
No, I know, but like,
And I'm open to any
Yeah,
question.
no,
some
because we
motherfuckers
gonna
you watch
talk.
it like, oh, disrespectful.
No.
Shit.
But do you think that Mike is so in touch with politics that he's lost touch with the human side of what people actually go through?
No,
like he's
no,
so like
yeah.
focused on politics driven that
No, he's very much involved with people, you know. Mike goes all over the place, you know. He not only goes to funerals, he goes to birthday
he used
parties.
to call me for my birthday.
Yeah, he
Hey,
still
my
calls.
beers,
He still
like,
calls.
I'm like,
Yeah.
who's this?
Yeah.
It's the Mike man. Oh shit, what
yeah.
the fuck?
You know, he's go to church and so on.
Yeah.
He's very much involved, and sometimes it's very difficult to understand how you can comprehend so much different input.
Yeah.
You know, when you have different cultures talking to you, different people talking to you, people with different interests talking to you, and you got your brain got to, you know, be busy with all
For
of
sure.
that. It can be pretty tough.
Yeah.
You know, and Mike.
Overwhelming.
All this,
Yeah.
all this weight you're putting on your
Yeah,
shoulder.
and he likes to read a lot. Mike reads a lot of books and Candle and so on. He follows a lot of documentaire and so forth. You know, you don't be honest. You don't have many people like that walking around. And all good and bad. Believe me, you don't have many people walking around. You can talk to him on any subject. You know, and in depth. You know what's very satisfying, and you feel proud when I see Mike talk to like people from the U.S. or Europe or the region, you know, Latin America, and he talks to them about simple things, and he can go in depth on
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
subject.
Yeah.
You have
know?
general knowledge.
Yeah, and I can do it, but this guy, he's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, he's really.
I've never really got to like have a. Well, I'm happy I accepted our invitation to come on the show.
Yeah.
So this is the first time
We're
ever.
gonna have a like sit down conversation.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with him,
What?
believe me.
I hope so. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
Some people were surprised that he accepted our
I
invitation.
was, for
Me
sure.
too. When I got the email like, hey, nós estamos on.
Yeah.
Tá seguro? Tá sério? Que vem, Mike De Meza. Não, okay.
You know, you talk serious issue. You would believe that he's very serious and only on those topics. He's the craziest guy, you know, when it comes to making jokes and so on. He has a good sense of humor.
He looked like he likes shit though. I can see that. He looked like that type. Pero, okay, so while we're on the topic of AVP and San Nicolas and all this good stuff, right? This is a question I always want to ask, or like this last election until I feel like pay more attention to it, is why or what's the reason AVP this time have so many candidates for San Nicolas?
Yeah. You know, it's something that I was always an advocate of, you know. If you really want to bring change to particularly Paribadibrug, then you really have to have sufficient representatives from Paribadibrug. People that wake up with problem. People that go sleep and with problem. People that walk through with problem. That talk with problem, you know. Look, if we got any problem in North, I'm the last one to say and pretend that I know what's going about. I'll talk to my colleagues, they'll give me a heads up, we'll work on a solution. But if there is a problem in San Nicolas, I know the problem. You understand? And so if you want to fix San Nicolas, you need representatives of San Nicolas.
Okay, but then my thing is this. You don't feel like
Unfortunately, we never had enough. That's a big problem. Can you imagine, I've been in government, me alone as the minister, okay? Can you imagine if during our time in government, we had 3 or 4 ministers from San Nicolas in that cabinet? You know how much stuff would have got done for Paribas de Brugge? It's just tremendous because it's where you live. When you go home at night, you go through the streets. You know what, you meet the people every day. So if you're a minister of San Nicolas, you're going to do a lot for San Nicolas, for Aruba in general, but specifically for San Nicolas. Now, can you imagine, when we were in government, okay, I was the only guy in there, okay? I'm not going to mention all the projects, but if you take from Uwana Motor Complex, come down to Esso Heights, Lago Heights, in the village, the water tower, the Carnival village, the Lago Heights Hill, the Jola Bay Sport Park, all the roads them, all the schools them, pushing to fix it. Minister of Finance, sitting down with the Minister of Infrastructure, with the Minister of Justice, with the Minister of Economic Affairs, come with the economic zone. Just one guy. Just imagine if we had now 3 guys, because remember we had 9 ministers, 1 from San Nicolas, and all 8 from Paribas de Brugge. Now imagine if we had now 3, 4 from Paribas de Brugge. How much more could be done?
Yeah.
That's why I tell people, give your representatives of Paribas de Brugge, when you live Paribas de Brugge, give them your support because they know the problems we're going through.
100%. I agree on that. I just feel like, in that sense, I feel like it kind of getting like diluted a little bit in the sense of instead of going, let's say, even if it was 3 very, very, very strong ones, give these 3 the force to be like, hey, look, these is who gonna participate and we're gonna go all out. Yeah. I would say, all right, cool. Yeah. But now I feel like it's just given a diluted situation where it's like, okay, we have like 6 different candidates. Yeah. All of these 6 now getting individual small votes for San Nicolas, small. And I also feel like part of it is you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by just campaigning for San Nicolas.
Yeah. No,
especially the newer ones. In your case, but you've been there, done that. Yeah. Suave. We already know Mike De Meza, San Nicolas. You stapled already. Pero for the other ones now, San Nicolas kind of know you already. You don't do much for San Nicolas already because now you're in the field trying, do some stuff. You're supposed to be campaigning outside of San Nicolas Tambe. You're supposed to be trying to look for like all different ways for you to bring attention for like people who not from San Nicolas who may be like, hey, you know what, I don't want to vote for none of these other people. Pero, hey, look at this person actually.
But it's true. It's true. But you have to anchor your base. I'll give you an example. We just had San Nicolas Business Association Forum.
Yeah, we see that.
Did you?
22 candidates were there.
Yeah.
Only 4 were from San Nicolas. Talking about San Nicolas problems.
Yeah.
We had 11 parties there. Only 2 parties.
Who you
two,
and?
Two, 3 parties had candidates from San Nicolas. From the 11 there. Webb was there from A.T.A. Rudy Richardson was there from PPA. And me and Otami.
Otami.
Yeah. We got 100%. AVP got 100% candidates of. Map was there with 2 candidates that don't even come visit San Nicolas, Evelyn and Danki, with all respect to them, and like that you had, so, but that's to show you. And the next thing, we tell the people in San Nicolas many times, you want San Nicolas to be fixed. Give representation, give power to your representatives. You vote for people you don't even know where they live in. But your own candidates, and when things go bad, who are you going to argue with? With your own candidates. Hey, yeah, but you know you're not the politicians, don't know. But you're all voting for people all over the place and not for your own candidates.
Yeah.
And that's a pity. Because believe me, when you go to Santa Cruz, they vote for Santa Cruz. Yeah. When you go to Madiki, they vote for Madiki. When you go for North, they vote North. That's Paradera. But San Nicolas, don't vote San Nicolas. They get a couple of votes, but they vote in down there.
Yeah.
They vote not always, but that's a pity.
The thing is, again, this is where I feel like people, especially in San Nicolas, get upset with own people for the same reason is because they want to do everything just blindly. Like everything is just like, okay, yeah, let me just go. Go on, do some research now. Sit down and ask these people like some tough questions. And like, okay, how you gonna do this? Yeah. Break it down for me. How exactly this gonna happen? No, they just be like, no, this sound good. Yeah. Look what they do. Chris Romero, he from San Nicolas. Yeah. Look, all of these other ones. Kiko, San Nicolas vote for them. Vote, but we could still say San Nicolas vote for them. What again?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But they get enough. You know, I'll give you an example. Look at most of the parties there. Do they really have candidates of San Nicolas in the top? No.
How many is in the top of ABP?
In the top, me?
What's considered top, by the way?
No, top.
Like,
top 10, top 5.
Top 10.
Yeah, you could talk top 5, top 10,
Yeah.
you know, go up. And I'm there. What's his name? Mervyn White-Ras is from actually Pariba. She's there.
Wendrick,
Is from
Wendrick.
Pariba. He's there.
Okay.
Clifford Heiliger is from Pariba. He's there.
Okay, shit.
Utami,
is there.
Chris.
You know? Yeah, Chris.
Clyburn.
So you have more weight.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
more weight. But if you take like a big party like the MAP,
Mm-hmm.
the first candidate from San Nicolas is number 10. That's Alvin Molina. No one else in there. And then you have a forum and you don't even send him there. And that's jammer. You know, because I mean, so if anybody in there among them knows something about San Nicolas, it's Alvin.
Yeah.
But then that just reflects back on he at the end of the day.
He and his party.
100%. But you especially for a night like that for something for San Nicolas, that just shows that, hey, yo,
Yeah, it's
Alvin,
jammer.
that he clearly don't care that much or whatever.
Well, but maybe he cares, but maybe the other ones, remember, at election
Nah,
time.
sorry, that's some bullshit.
No,
I
listen,
give a-
listen.
Mike, I give a fuck
No,
what you're about to say
but
with that
listen,
right now, but no.
but listen what I'm going
But
to say. Listen what I'm going to say.
I'm gonna listen to you.
Listen, they all cannibalisering. So what they want to do, they want to be there because they want to get those votes. They forget that they got a representative from San Nicolas. Let him get the votes. Let him come.
They
talk
want
to
their
the party.
face to be out
They,
there.
they're pushing everybody away because they just want to eat.
But who
eat,
fall
eat,
that
eat.
on though?
Yeah, okay. You're
Who
right.
fall that on?
Okay, he's trying to take a side.
You guys fight for your rights. If you say, hey, what the fuck is this? I first San Nicolas and you want to send somebody else? In my place?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I wish a bitch would. Oh, whoa.
I know what you mean.
But that again, it just goes to show who really try and fight and who ain't really putting in the esfuerzo.
Maybe they also want to have control on this guy because maybe they feel like, hey, what's up? Mucho preparado. Like,
But then he's not ready.
I know.
That tells me
understand.
everything already.
But then it comes to the point of like, okay, that's 7 on the list, so we can gather like what 500 votes from San Nicolas.
yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people on the list, yes, you have a vision, you want to do something, but I see politic groups like, hey, we're gonna put this guy here because I know we can get about 1,000 votes from him. We
Bunch
get
of
2,000.
fillers, that's what it is.
Exactly. So I'm like, I número 18. Like, again, I'm just kidding número 18. But like, you're like, what kind of impact are you gonna make? Because at the end of the day, you're not even gonna be in parliament.
Right.
There's not even 18 fucking seats. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's my issue. Like, same with this guy. Like, how are you gonna be in parliament if you might not even get a seat in there?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
or in government, like in minister, or whatever.
You know, and then you listen to the questions.
Yeah.
To me, it was jammer. And to talk bad about the program. No, that's
No.
different.
No,
Once
but
it
the
goes-
program have to update itself
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like, no, you have to stop this
I
shit.
tried
too.
watching, like, bro, I went on YouTube, couldn't see it. I went on chillaruba, su Facebook,
It was a mess.
nada. Website, nada. I'm like, did this shit even happen? Like, all I go on Facebook, trash, horrible. I'm like, oh, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, it was.
It should have called me. I could have done it for it. You know?
You know what was hurtful, painful? Everybody talked with these great, beautiful plans for San Nicolas.
Yeah, which we're gonna dive into.
Yes, and then after election, you don't see them no more. You know, and then they come back after 4
Oh my God,
years.
that's every election.
Yeah,
Bunch of
For
promises.
years. How
Yeah.
much songs Gary make about this shit?
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah.
We're used to
but
this
you
shit.
know, and I mean to say, everybody had the opportunity. New politicians will get the opportunity.
Of
They
course.
haven't got it, but those that have got it, look at their track record.
Yeah.
What have they done when they were there? And if they want to talk San Nicolas, what did they do for San Nicolas when they were there? Those that weren't there yet in the position of executive, you know, you spare them because they have not been there.
Yeah.
You know, but change the style. I mean to say, I'll give you an example. Yeah, a quick example. We have a big problem with the refinery there. Everybody's talking about these great plans for the refinery area.
I'm gonna stop you for one
Okay.
second because I know we're gonna go deep on this because I have
It's a question.
It is. It's a question. So hold this thought.
I will.
Let's jump into a segment with AHATA.
Okay.
And then we can fucking go on this because I feel like
That's a good one. That's a good
I
one.
literally look over. I'm like, what the fuck? 37 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Time is going.
It's
Okay,
'cause
let's go.
This conversation is amazing. I'm loving
Let's go,
this.
let's
All right,
go.
so guys, this segment by AHATA. Sorry to cut it off, but
Hey, Tees.
Tisa's enjoying herself in Africa. I wish I was there one day. So, first question from AHATA. What is your vision for the future of Aruba's economic pillar, tourism, considering the need to avoid over-tourism?
Yeah. One thing we have to do is come with a hotel vakschool. Okay? I'm just saying that.
What isn't APE Horeca up?
No, full-blown hotel vakschool.
Okay.
You know, the way it should be.
Like the one in Dutch, like
That it used to
Oskar?
have
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Bushiri.
Bushiri, yeah.
A hotel vakschool. It was necessary at the beginning of tourism in Aruba, and it did
really
wonderful for
Yeah.
Aruba. Okay, we have to come back with it because even when we bring people
Makes
from
sense.
abroad, you know, sometimes we bring people from abroad with 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, with no tourist background. We just push them with something around, you know,
Here,
uniform.
go manage the people.
No, we need to come with it. And it needs to be put in San Nicolas, the hotel vakschool. You know?
We've talked about this, I think,
Yeah.
with other people on the show. Like
Okay.
have a school over there that
Yes.
brings in people from abroad.
Yes. But put it in San Nicolas, hotel vakschool.
Where would you put it?
In San Nicolas, you could put it anywhere. You know, you could put it anywhere. There are different places we can put it,
Okay.
you know, in San Nicolas. We can do that. Maybe a little closer to downtown, fine, because then it has a spin-off, you know.
Yeah.
We'll have enough terrain, you know, so we could do that, you know. That's one. Two, the government has been fooling itself with civil workers. That have to stop. Look, Aruba, su gasto di personal di governo te surpassa su Nicorsau. De ratio per capita het as surpassa su di Hollanda. Dus relativamente. Pero regionaal também. Gewoon tem costume, en toen zei ik, tak conoci, I'm here as a politician, so I'm not here to, break any party, but partido me have to conoci per se.
Mike, listen, I think really be yourself, talk with that thing, because this is your vote, you're talking about here, okay, man.
Pa jena gobierno gewoon kuhende. And that cannot continue. And so that's why the Netherlands told them in the landspakket, you got to bring down your personeels lasten. Het is gewoon uit den boze. Like they say, you need to bring it down. Okay. And when you do that, botinko para un tiki tambe entrada na grens. En toen had je bijscholing, omscholing, pa están com salive aparatura, como te diz, gobierno, so you can let them go into the tourist sector, and we will need people from abroad. We will, for us to be able to sustain our pension funds and so on. We will need more people because if you look at the vergrijzing, the less kids are being born, and you have a lot of people going on pension. Right. And the pension that you have from SVB is pay as you go. So those that work today pay for those that are there tomorrow. So you're not saving like the APFA and so on. You're saving it. But op een plaka te beleg, dan gaan we interest ribadje, pa cover cost, pero también pa make sure kuti plaka pa mayang orbote.
Yeah.
Okay, pero SVB no, SVB ta isung ta trawe ta paga pisung kuta riba pension. Awi bono ta spar nada. Awi imaginabo ku antes e piramide tava ta assim aqui. Dus zijn in Alcoteriba pension hebben een groep chiquito that 80% of the salaries are all minimum loan. That's one of the issues that you always had a comparison with the refinery. In the refinery, 80% was high salaries and maybe 20% were marginal. In the hotel business, the 20% is high salary and 80% is marginal. And that cannot continue. Aruba is doing so good in tourism.
Too good.
Yes, and that the people barely see the money of that economy reaching by them home. So if you want to fix tourism, let's start by making sure that the human resource, recurso humano, também tá wordo bom tratar.
Yeah.
Também,
respected.
Yeah. People can't be working 2-3 jobs
100%.
for them to make a month end. That's impossible.
To survive in
That's
general.
fucked up.
Yes.
It is.
So those things we need to focus on. We need to sit down with the ATAs and AHATAs and make sure we get to these basic things before we think on more.
Anything else, yeah.
All right.
All right, let's move on to the next question. How would your government help solve the labor shortage that exists in all economic sectors, not just tourism?
Yeah, but it's a lot. It's almost 30,000
What 30,000 what?
people that you're going to need. About
To fill in all the gaps?
yeah, 15,000, 16,000 for the tourist sector.
So you're telling me everybody in Aruba has like a job? Like I feel like there's a lot of unemployment.
Yeah, exactly.
Then why can't
But no, we just keep bringing people inside. We don't focus on the labor people that we have. The unemployment rate is not that high, but we do have a lot of people without a job. Non in perspective, we have to sit down with people from the sector, private sector, and see what the needs are. Because what we're teaching kids is not really what they're looking for in the labor market.
I agree.
You teach those that good to be on standard when they go to study, but we also need to teach those that are staying here to go and help us with the labor market. En toen ons met een bon afstemming, en de afstemming is nodig.
Maybe this is where the hotel school comes in that you mentioned
Yes,
earlier.
exactly. And
Actually, bring skills about like agriculture,
Yes.
tourism.
Yes.
I was about to
things,
say.
things that we actually like. Hey, what's up? We need more farmers. We need more this. People that
Sí,
knows
sí.
about solar panels. People that know
Yes.
about how hydro,
Yes.
whatever,
Yes.
winds,
Yes.
whatever.
But when is that going to be fruitful?
Dus
When-
omscholing.
if they bringing changing the whole way we get electricity,
No, I get all of that. I'm saying, like, when is all of this, like, to even get to school, get the kids to start studying? This is like a project for like in
long-
7
it-
years
it's
or
but
something. It's a long-term
yeah,
thing for
but
sure.
you have to
Yeah.
start with it from now,
Yeah.
you know. And at the same time, we have to cooperate with the hotel sector, the finance sector, and so on. That need all of these people to bring in people, but we can't bring people that are mid-age or old. We have to bring them in on a pretty younger age.
of course.
For this simple
in
reason.
their 30s or something.
Yeah,
like
they're,
that.
they're more spongy, can,
Yeah.
learn a lot more about our history and culture and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They're more open for new ideas and so on, but they have more time to build a good pension.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a lot of people that came to Aruba back in the 80s and the 90s,
You got nothing.
okay, and all of them came in with 45 years, 50 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
Today they're suffering, living in poverty, because they just get 300 florin a month, 500 florin.
Why?
You understand? Now,
What do you pay with that? Nothing.
See, nada. And they live in poverty. They really live in poverty. You know, and it costs the government a lot of money, as it pay a lot of money. Because when you live in poverty, you have social problems. You get, sabe, ter malo mas frequente. Dus tudo costa kita acumulari babo. Si mi tres ungenda bing, ding, no dat mas hobby kuting, mas sponge. You know,
So,
enzovoorts
and
cambio nang.
open-minded
Sí,
to, like,
anto botinang, but educanang, pero botinang pa mas anya também.
Yeah.
Okay, anto ora na year na idade de pensioen, dan pora build up bom pensioen, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's okay. Dus is hij também nos tinko sinta e nos mensen sa kiko nos te bezig kude. So you have to do a
What's the base
short, mid, long, and long-term
That's
planning.
exactly what I was about to say. You guys are focusing more on a long-term solution, not just like a
The
5-year
short-term.
plan. This is like a 15-year plan, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
Okay.
And
now,
we-
sorry, go ahead.
No, we have to do this together with the market.
Yeah.
You know, and with all respect to ambtenaren, okay, in het algemeen, tahin en aan quadrading gobyerno sempre din ambida. They don't understand what happens there. You know, I tell
To be honest, I sometimes I hear it from Shark. I sometimes don't even know what's happening. Maybe I don't feel it, or maybe it's because I also put myself in positions where I'm like,
That
I'd
can't
rather-
happen to me.
It's not gonna happen to me because like I overwork myself so much. I'm like, I'm not gonna be like this.
Yes,
I
yes.
remember being a kid driving to school. I would see certain people like I'm like, that's just not what I'm gonna. I'm not gonna be like
That
that.
can't happen.
And that's why I'd rather have a mental breakdown in my office than live in poverty. It's like I just hustle.
Yes, yes.
So that's why maybe I don't. When I hear things like this, I'm like, oh damn.
Hey,
I don't know how
when you
serious it
move
is.
around in Kampai, no, you see things that. Okay, I'm not young anymore, you know. I got some age on
Young
me,
and
but
hard, man. Young and hard. Don't worry about
so
it.
I've seen different décadas, no?
Yeah.
And what we see today is how you call it frightening.
It's just
Walls,
extreme.
walls, broken doors at houses. People cannot even fix the basic things of their home. You know? Hene nang tapapya kubo, boto bira hene nang di edad bio, takana bimpa fo, pasona tere di un politico ifo, nang ke jis bim bisabo, com malo nang ta passando. They don't even know which party you're from. You ask them, conta by senhora of meneer, and we say, hopi malo, bosami ta malo. They can't even get their medicine because the
I hear
medicine
this
is
from
cut.
my grandma, to be honest. Ay, sa mil, mo sa vitamin,
Yeah.
pension ta yega.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you want for lunch today?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
pick you up real quick.
And you go stand up at the door and
Yeah.
you see inside the house. You know, it gives you
A realization of what the fuck
And
Like
is
then
they
actually
ain't
going
talking
on.
bullshit.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
and that is a kwalijke zaak. And you cannot have a government saying, "Nós temos surplus, economia está bem bom, super bom,
But
as
you
a
had a
beetje
struggle.
surplus." By bestein and with eyes, with water in your eyes.
Yeah.
But to walk in or misali, hen and me amigo na June Cham, and these guys and we walk together for them to, and they would tell me, "Boy, Mike, boy, I can't believe this thing." Normally, you see the house from outside, you don't stop off and go inside.
Yeah.
But when you campaign, you really got to go
inside,
talk,
see
go
the
inside.
situation, look at the
And
floor.
they tell me like
It ain't
this,
hygienic.
this
Good.
is this is not right, and this is not right.
So-
and that's okay. Good.
If
I can keep talking
if I
till
don't
tomorrow
stop,
morning.
If I don't
And
stop,
this
yeah,
is
I'm
the
sorry.
reality.
Welcome to the Mike De Meza show.
Okay,
But,
next
no,
question.
Well, it's more like I want to go back to let's talk about San Nicolas a little bit. What for you right now is the biggest problem in San Nicolas, aside from poverty? Because we already tackled that already.
Yeah, well, you know, there needs to be infrastructural changes in San Nicolas.
Like what?
San Nicolas is very dirty. Echt hopi sushi. Resto di Aruba tambe. Pero gewoon
Sorry.
é sushi data enorme. Infrastructura ta hopi dekai. Facilidade de deporte no hanya mantention. School nang atrobe.
Acá
Pa 8
atrás.
hanya no hanya no mantention.
Shit.
Bosa noting como te bisa não tem perspectiva no momento aqui botar refineria para aí nanang que tá com cai den outro. You could literally sit on, I could show you and tell you that stock there in 2 weeks time it will be dropping down.
From Rogers Beach, just
Yeah.
seeing the one fall in the water already.
Yeah,
Like it's,
yeah.
it's just,
Really?
it's
Go on,
just
Hente.
And
breaking down.
nobody comes and fucking cleans it up, picks
No.
it up.
Entero-
'Cause that contaminates also the ocean, right?
Oh yeah, but
And they want to talk about it's a protected area by the law.
Yeah,
Well, why
yeah.
there's the fucking rustic tube in the water?
Right there.
Oh, that's for the fish. Yeah, fuck the fish. I'm sorry.
So you know, and services, you know, the government barely has any service in San Nicolas. Hulpbestuurskantoor, dat die problemen na realiseren. Danki Dios, trobe com nossa direita é RDA gebouw, não por aí uma localidade bouwen. But that's it. A woman tem que a chance take com que vai ser a postkantoor San Nicolas. Okay? I mean to say, what are we busy with? We killing San Nicolas. No, that's why you need representatives from San Nicolas that will take a stand and tell the government, no. There's a different way that leads to Rome, not that road. You know, because we cannot.
That's why you need strong candidates
strong
from San
candidates,
Nicolas.
You think they're not, the ones that AVP are not strong candidates?
I don't think everybody is. Honestly, I feel like it could have been way better. I feel like there are strong ones, and I feel like the time that we take to just add people on a list, we could have really take the time to be like, hey, listen, and this is where I have not an issue with AVP, but it's just damn, like we could have do so much more in the sense of we know eventually election coming up.
Yeah, but the time was short because we are allowed.
It
to
was,
plan,
pero
you know?
at the same time, you wasn't in term tampoco. Dus tempo ta ting kubo borabisa bosa kiko who we want start to and let we just train them up.
Pero timbia politico nang young politico nang or nang direita politico nang por flower out
100%.
into top politicians. So
100%.
we're gonna make sure
they
to
gain some
press them.
experience.
100%.
Like you guys are
100%.
prepping the next you, the next them, the next them.
Yeah.
Like you guys already kind of started doing it.
Yeah,
already,
yeah.
But not fully.
That's the reason why I made sure also that Otami was there, part of the debate and so on.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
But the next thing that San Nicolas need also is incentives,
Like what's a good incentive you think it needs right now?
tax incentive for commerce.
Okay.
Commerce, you know,
The whole
commercial
damn island,
incentive.
not just San Nicolas, please.
Yeah, no.
'Cause I'm gonna then move to San
the
Nicolas.
cost,
Hey, boom,
the cost
Hey,
of doing
boys, go money,
business, the cost of doing business has been going up
It's everywhere.
dramatically in Aruba.
If I knew it
just
was gonna
the
be like
cost
this,
of
I would have
living.
never done this fucking business. I'm just staying at a goose to
Tell me about it.
Yeah, pero at least
fuck rates.
aqui nang boting flow toch
Correcto.
die hende.
Correcto.
Na San Nicolas we have een tienda and you sit down and you wait. Everybody is working down here.
Tell me
So
about it.
they don't-
And everybody just like drives through San Nicolas to get to Baby Beach, for example. Oh,
Yeah.
we're from New
Go
York.
straight
Let's
through
keep
it.
going.
Bobo vai invertir, pero se não tem uma maneira para bo carga e custo nem per mês 6 lunas seguro.
There's
you're just
attractions
there.
and stuff.
Because usually that's the money what you have saved if you want to do a business that it could take you through 6 months. But you need more than that.
You need traffic in the area.
Social
traffic,
activities,
yes.
I feel like is what
Yes.
San Nicolas needs.
Yes.
We need way more social activities, after school programs for children. Things need to be free. It need to have certain things. Not everything it don't need to be free, but it need to have certain things. Like back in the days, we used to have like Friday Rama and all these type of extra
Friday
things.
what?
Yes.
Yeah,
Friday
that's
Rama like
what, don't
Caribbean.
worry.
What
Friday Rama
Yes.
Caribbean.
Oh,
style.
okay.
Caribbean festival.
Oh,
All
okay,
those
Caribbean.
different festivals and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
What the
But
fuck is Friday Rama?
nothing was sustainable. Everything
Drama
was just
on
for-
Friday.
Yeah, let's go.
No, not like that. Not like that.
Yeah. No, but we need that. We need departments from the government to be
Yeah.
open in San Nicolas. It got departments don't necessarily need to be in town. They're not locatie gebonden. Put some in San Nicolas. That guy that goes there, he buys a pasticci. Before he goes home, he goes in a supermarket. He spends some money
Are
up
they
there.
government people, like to have
Sorry?
an office? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
like
Yeah.
a government office.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
So people who are working in government can like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna work from here today. I'm not gonna come to this office.
Yeah. Or you
Or
have
that's just
certain offices there
in San Nicolas. That's
Yeah.
where the location. Because San Nicolas people have to, if they have to work in a Kokolishi,
Sure, no, I get
they have
it,
to
I
come
get it.
down
I
here.
get it.
Everything you do, you have to go down. Give people
A
land.
reason to go up to
Yeah,
this.
give people also land to build houses so we could get back some of that buying power, okay? And give them good land. You know, it had a time that if you want a piece of land in San Nicolas, you get 400 square meters. But if you want 700 meters or 800 square meters, they tell you no, but you go buy pabao. So now somebody that has a good paying work job,
Yeah.
they say, no, amici, un curante che mas granta, un aruba te, okay, do nami su pabao.
So-
But what you're doing...
You're pushing them there.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sacando e buying power for the San Nicolas. Anto un lastima. Structuralmente tatin desmantelação di San Nicolas. Door die variedade politico. And again, that's why we need representatives from San Nicolas to be there to fight for us, because we really do. Really.
I agree. I never said we don't. I definitely agree.
I want to talk about the refinery.
Okay,
So
okay.
I have a question from one of our followers. I mean, most of these questions are from people who watch the show. Kiko pasa que refinería, te pregunta, Kiko pasa que refinería, diferentes acuerdos ahora firmar y nada nunca pasa. Hope gente no te quiere en iniciativa, Kiko otro gobierno lo hace con espacio en la refinería está. Ya como que sigue develop San Nicolas, and you know it actually needs to happen. So what's your opinion on this?
It's a pity what happened with the refinery. When we got in government in 2009,
Yeah.
the refinery had shut down its operation. They terminated their relationship with all contractors, and they were busy in June. They did that in February, March, and in June, sometime going up, they were going to let go the people, you know. We went to the election. When we won the election, we got a call from the CEO, president of the board of Valero, Bill Clessy. Told us, you know, we know you guys won the election, you guys are going to sit down, but we're going to send our lawyers to come down and settle and terminate everything. We told them, hold on, give us a chance. We believe that we can sit with you and come to an agreement to keep the refinery there. He didn't believe in it. He sat with us, we came to agreements, and we opened the refinery back. But it had its time, and then we had to, you know, take away the baby oil on export. It's ridiculous. Nowhere in the world you have it, you know. And they told the government of MEP back then in 2006, if you do that, we're going to terminate our operation because it's an unfair tax that you have nowhere. So you put a disadvantage compared to your competitors and so on. They didn't believe it. It happened. Anyway, by the time we got them so far to open the refinery back at the end of 2010, so many things was left unattended to that the market just switched and they could not cope with it. They kept there till March 2012, and then they said, we're losing too much money. They were losing like 40, 60 million a month dollars, you know? And it was gewoon jammer because these guys they were going to invest about $3 billion in 2005 when it came to Aruba and they took over from El Paso.
Yeah.
They wanted to do it, and when the government of MEP came with a baby over the
like,
export
stop
and so on, they said no. They took that money and put it in another refinery complex in the States. And it's jammer, gewoon een opportunidad para perder. Door como dat die gente não tá sa, kilo tá come de industria, gewoon loucura, me tá pone baby o tá placa me te hanya, pero tá matando a industria, gewoon louco, por aí. Hey, they offer them to pay regular, normal tax incomes, winstbelasting and whatnot. No, no está para eso aquí. And they kill it. Okay, fine. We got a government. We flew all over the world. Talked to PetroChina so many times. We talked to Nigeria. We talked to the Arabic countries. We went Colombia. We went Venezuela. We went Trinidad. We went Brazil. I went all over the place. I went even to Exxon and Shell, you know, to
Try to negotiate some ideas.
Yeah, we got Citgo. And Citgo is an American-based and founded company that was owned on shares by PDVSA. But PDVSA just was aandeelhouder para uitkering die placa. In opora, bambisa pone lijn Americano banda anto hasilo quale che legge. Anto seita wat importante para nós, que nós tá caiboy di companhia, American-based company. You understand? So we got everything in place, okay? Na começa a tra. Ora nós saímos de governo, já tem chete, sem mama, com de família, tá laborar e tem caba. Partido map red, com porra, dentro do governo, onde promete instrução não, com o primeiro-ministro Evelyn Cruz, a saca, nós tinha on black and white, ok? Estava da ministra de energia. Na oficina de resultado que ela usa para representar como advogado, visando waar kon een poquito contract com o CETCO. En is het possible para een korte para verklaren nietig, nooit te hebben bestaan. Why? Because AVP came with it. This is good for Aruba. When in Nel days he got coastal, AVP came in government and we continue with coastal. But they have this mind that, no,
you do it so we want it.
But that's the problem we always see. We always talk about this. Like, this is a great idea for Aruba, but coin your map I'm sorry, AVP put it to the side. Map AVP to move it to the side.
Everybody plays the same game.
It's a recycle of like, no, I don't like bro, why can't we all just come together and like, let's do what's best
a
for
fucking
Aruba.
Pueblo, because that's who are you working for, and at the end of the day, it's our money.
and you know what's erg? Depois a quebra e contrato com o CETCO, lá canambai. Mei de COVID, na juni 2020, que tudo ainda está preocupado com COVID.
What's going to happen?
And then, bota tomar decisão lá canambai. Então, exonerar para desmantelação da refinaria, bedrag de 300 tanto milhão, lá canambai com ele também. Look at the refinery there now. So you don't even have money to dismantle it.
So that billions of dollars that they wanted to invest, where would the money have gone to? As in like fixing up the refinery?
Yeah, they would have built, supreme units, partiële mas course hydrocrackers, make gasoline plants, whatever, It's just to be more competitive, be more diverse.
So let me ask you this question, because we're talking about refinery and oil and gasoline, all that stuff, but I feel like a lot of other parties, correct me if I'm wrong, are really focusing on, solar, wind energy.
We did it. We came with solar.
But then do you think the refinery would be like very contradicting?
We said as long as the refinery has... we said as long as the refinery has its right of existence, you use it. And we're going to go 100% on alternative energy outside of the refinery.
You would do both?
Because it's going to take some years. And eventually, the refinery will have to convert itself on natural gas and all of that stuff too.
Of course.
So it was two things, because there's a lot of changes in the world, but still everything in here, over 90% of everything in here
fossil fuel.
Is made of fossil fuel.
Yeah, even your phone.
Everything. The table, when you cut it, you need energy. Yeah. Even the chewing gums that you eat comes out of the ground oil.
God damn it. It's true.
Everything, the glasses and everything, So 50% of the oil is used for production of
we
goods.
Need it.
And the other 50% is energy. So it's the energy part is going to go lower. And eventually, maybe sometime down the road, when we find other ways, we're going to have, grondstoffen to make products and so forth. But so we came with a whole cambia e habito de hende. Dat betekent ons bisa bang spar junto. Ons laga APB ku API by ne kas nang trisik e fossils nang special duna saku ku LED lights ku ture koste nos sabin ku a green conference that was something out of this world.
It's not happening anymore, right?
No, they stopped everything. We came with the changes. We built the biggest solar park in the Caribbean.
I was about to say that. Didn't Richard Branson come to Aruba?
Yes, because of us. But also Joe Kennedy came for that. Also Al Gore came for that. We had Clinton.
Damn.
Hold his speeches in the conference. The CREF is the biggest Caribbean energy forum. Came to Aruba.
Where is this today? Where is this solar?
It's all gone. They have not put one solar panel. We built a solar panel at the airport, right?
Yeah.
Which to show. Yeah.
This was you guys?
We guys did it. I did a groundbreaking and it fell on me.
Take a picture. All right, here we go.
Mike, you better talk about your accomplishment.
Talk about it.
We did it for the tourists to also see.
Oh, it has a very green energy.
Yes. And then that was the biggest solar park.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then we built the biggest solar park in Lago Heights, behind Jerry Wong house. There is where you're going Kamini, right in the back there. It got the biggest solar park in the Caribbean.
And what the fuck happened?
Yes. It was finalized when the government changed. Because we built it, we have never exposed it to show we have the biggest solar park right there in San Nicolas in Lago Heights.
Yo no sabía eso.
Yeah, right there. I could show you that anytime. You just go up before you turn, go by Camini, you could look right there and you see the whole thing there. We were going to make a park so you could walk and go see it, so the kids them could see it, you could walk around it. It's huge. It's at least 2 times bigger than the one at the airport.
Okay.
It's huge.
I had no idea.
You know?
If you did something like this, how would that help the community? Like by lowering, everybody gets lower energy?
Stabilizing. To start with, stabilizing the swings in the fuel oil.
Yeah.
You know, because when it goes, so you don't need it, so you got this. But then you do more, that will drop. You know, because you don't need it, it's cheaper. Solar, if you look at the price of a kilowatt hour today, might cost you, let's say, 22 cents, dollar cents, by voorbeeld, on fuel. But on windmill, it might be around 10 cents. You know, with solar, it might be around 8 cents. So it's like double less. But you have to do the investment. They have to pay for the investment. So it's a whole economic plaatje that you have to make.
So just to add to this, so I remember watching the forum from San Nicolas Business Association. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Marisol. She bring up the case that having the refinery open was not a healthy choice for like children and all these type of things, especially like when the wind turned and all these type of things. Schools used to close and all that. So you still believe that we should open a refinery if we get a chance?
Refinery is done.
Okay.
And we're going to dismantle it. Guarantee we're not going to waste no time on that. We get in government, we're going to sit at the table, because one of the big problems we have is how are we going to dismantle? Everybody's talking, I want to put a yacht club, I want to put this, I want to...
You're going to get on that too.
Yeah, how are you going to build that on that? So you have to dismantle it first.
Do a whole cleanup.
Yes, but we first have to do a whole investigation. We'll go simultaneously with sitting with international renowned companies that are willing. They have companies that clear brownfields, you know, make them sanyanang, hasinang kubo repurpose nang, invertide nang, anto ko nanta saka ng plaka back, idi mes eseita kida dibo. Pero botiko si junto ko nang, botiko sinta, waki direksyon itabay. We're gonna do that. But we're gonna keep whoever is responsible for letting Sitco go with over 300 millions, because that's 300 millions from Aruba that they're gone with. I don't know if anybody got a finder's fee or if money was put in pockets or where it went, but we're going to, and if that means that we got to bring Sitco to court, we will bring them to court.
To get the money back.
But if that means also that we have to hold the directeur from A.T.A, the Raad van Commissaris from A.T.A, the minister-president, who's the minister van Energie, hoofdelijk aansprakelijk, we will keep them hoofdelijk aansprakelijk. Because that is what happened, is gewoon in 100 years it never happened. Everybody always respected that the operator will have to dismantle if he doesn't operate it no more and the island doesn't want it no more. So there's no way, I mean, Exxon had it, Coastal had it, El Paso had it, Valero had it, Sitco had it. Now you're going to sit down and let them go with that money. To criminal contra bo pueblo. That cannot take place, you know? Yeah. But we now, to come back, we have a lot of ideas what you could do on the land. But let's do things
the realistic step.
The first thing is let's solve that problem and let's dismantle that. After that, if I'm not in politics self, and you guys are in politics, as a way of speaking, you can do with the land what should be done. All those great ideas. You want to put a Coney Island on it? Go ahead, put a Coney Island on it.
Please don't.
But don't tell me today that you're going to build this, you're going to build that, and you want
to do it in 4 years.
Because you just be blowing smoke.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not realistic.
You're lying to the people. You know, they've been there 8 years. They promise, ora zero, non si tabe refineria, non si 20 inversionista. Wat heb je te waarden? 7 aan je, 8 aan je. Aruba te bimbisar. No, en no look. You know, pero ba primitimi to so to Hydrogen Valley, modular refinery, all kind of crazy thing. How you call it? Fast ferries and San Nicolas port. Listen, we could barely as an island have one port, container port, which we need. Because these things weigh disproportional on a small economy. You know, what about the Holanda? About the 3-4 aeroportos, what about the just 9 milhões? Aqui na Aruba, se nós não tem aeroporto, turismo está morto. Pero nós temos que manter full aeroporto. Quando é país grande, também tem, pero nós está chiquito. Nós temos brandweer. Nós temos corpo de polícia. Nós temos hospital. Nós temos Kia. Nós temos wharf de container. These things weigh disproportional on a small economy. So now when people start telling you, oh, we're going to open a second container port in San Nicolas, they're just fooling you.
When I saw that, I'm like,
It's great, a great idea.
It is. But
who's gonna pay for it?
Not just that. The biggest problem right now everybody's bitching about is like too many tourism, mass tourism. What's the plan? A new cruise port. I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense.
So you say it's too many, and now you still.
Let's bring in more.
Let's bring in bro. But I want to switch the angle where we're going right now because I do want to talk about like.
How much time we have? Because I think
it
we have
don't
to do
fucking
another
matter.
segment. We have to do another segment, right?
Yeah, we'll get there. The time over here. Don't worry. I'm looking over here. We're like an hour and 10 minutes in.
I wanted to ask a question, but
I want to talk about more about your party right now. It's something that I think I'm sure people have been asking here and there.
Sure.
But I want to ask, was the whole thing of what?
I feel like I know where you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is that your question?
It really was.
The whole ball release and stuff?
It really was.
Okay, go.
Okay, so
Give me some shock attitude though.
hold up.
Give me
So
some shock attitude.
okay, we have to break this down. Word on the streets was, okay, this is what the streets said. Apparently, Wendrick was supposed to be number 6 originally. You have to quote me yet. He was allegedly supposed to be number 6, Sivinger number 5, and then the list of number 4, something like that. So they got a little bit up. Anyways, eventually, the Thursday before the entregamiento de lista, it came apart ko, yung hodimento, AVP tardando, yara. Lista no asali. Finally, at end look, we get something. All right? Then, allegedly, Wendrick was number 2, supposed to be or something like that. Then, allegedly, we gone now dia di entregalista, nasa Balter Coast, Wendrick kapira number 1. And apparently, nobody didn't notice, only Wendrick and Mike Eman. And allegedly, it's being said that was basically a FU to Mike De Meza and Dowers, since allegedly, Oli was the ones that make the biggest scene. I was like, cussing like, nah, he can't get number 2. What is this? Yada yada. Boson by move, boson number. How true is this?
It's not true.
Okay.
You're busy as a leader. You're busy getting into making your list. And we're talking, okay, what are we going to do? And one thing that was always in our head, for younging, candidato na nobo. In 2021, I think we had like 50 new candidates. And in 2024 now, I think we have like, I might be wrong, maybe 15 new candidates again. So actually, you almost take the whole party and the ball to it, no? So for younging, nunca estava un issue. Sempre, não estava a querer mirar. Ainda na novo drinta, den politica. Ora lista award traha, and I'm always a team player, believe me. Ora Elisa award traha sempre, mita, nanta consulta mita me what you think, this and that, and I'm always there to support in any way. Aí um momento que queira mostrar mais, pode erro binang los dinang voto, mas dilante, which is good, because you have to do overweighing. Hobinang is una cool experience. But no bij een partido de hoben so, so you're not going to make it. You're going to be hitting your head the whole time. Your parents guide you. So you could. Was that okay? But you can say, dus aí um momento que nós de partido tá pensando, okay, como nós tá vai echt mostrar, como nós tá pôr mais. Was that?
Young blood.
Eu a ideia tava aqui com pôr o Hendrik número 2. Que você quer? A mim despedi Mike that he must vote. Mike, a papi go me digo, sure. Why not? Put me number 3. He wanted me to go number 3. Then we had number 3. We had, but we have Dowers too. We need, no problem. Put me number 4. Then we say, hey, but let's put the next young one. All young, see finger there. Okay, put me number 5.
5.
And then we said, but we also have those that were there. You want to move them in the front, So how about that? Then I said, okay, if you want that, put me number 6.
Jesus.
So I had no discussion whatsoever in that. So when the list was presented the night of Thursday, it was a list. I was number 5 or 6, moving in the back. So we have it. But then it had some, and Dowers was very quiet. Dowers had no argument with Wendrick and so forth. A.T.A.
Yeah.
Wendrick got my position with no problem, So then it had some issues. People say, is that, slim? Is a debate on it? To change, aren't you pushing people too much in the front, which might hurt themselves if you spread them too thin, and too much a response. So it had all kind of discussion, and then came to the moment that they said, you know what, okay, let's reshovel thing. Not on my account, because I was there. And then they say, yeah, let's go look at, okay, how much experience, how much vote you had, and stuff like that. And came with a proposition, Mike, you should be number 2, Put Dowers number 3, put, I think, Zievinger number 4, put Mervin number 5, and Wendrick number 6. That was that night approved, And Mike did say, but yeah, we got to show more, commitment to getting the younger folks, the new generation into politics. And he even proposed that night, how about I go number 29? Everybody was like, whoa, whoa. Let me evaluate that. It's not an easy process, it's not an easy process at all. And believe me, no party goes through this easy. They may come outside and pretend, hey, but believe me, everybody wants to be in a, how you call it, a position,
a good
verkiesbare positie. So it's normal. Everyone is a hero in his own mind. So you want to, be there. And we did that and talked to Mike and talked to everybody. We were okay, and having these discussions are not ongezond. They're gezond.
It's good to have debates between young parties.
Yes, you should be
100%.
open. That's something, we grew up in Aruba, is everybody got to, how the teachers used to be. While if you look at the Netherlands and the States, they stimulate the people that talk your mind.
Give your opinion.
Be critics, open it, because you get a better product out of that. So then came, that discussion, okay, what are we going to do? And so then finally it came down to that list that was integral. And Mike was, thinking about it, and throughout the night, he talked to different people. He didn't just take it on his own and say, stop at me and F anybody. No, that wasn't the case. But he decided, no, let me do that, And when he decided to do that, it was definitely, and everybody said, okay, let's do it. Let's go. So I had no part in that discussion at all. Because everybody thought that I had a problem. No, not at all.
No, that was the script was definitely stated.
No,
like you and Dowers, and then Dowers the next day when post experience at a conta. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I felt it.
What was with the whole Dowers slogan?
I think the reason that he did that was to tell everyone that don't think it's as easy as many think it is. Brandon copiamo, mita by fix course, mita by fix costa by cana. Experience the hope necessário, the hope importante. When I got in politics, thank God it had people that experienced there, because I'm pretty sure we would have, not be able to do many things. It doesn't mean to say, and experience, corabo não está me nota, but the experience, ora não está young. Então não está sim, e eu vou botinha, botar by drag over. Para hen no misjudge of no care could a miss easy experience. You have to be there. Vamos lá comer, vamos lá escupir. Ora vou parar, me também sou opinião. Ora vou parar num perron na Holanda, metro. De leu, você mira like a black dot. Então depois cada vez ele mira mais grande. Pero com o tempo, você assim, of tanto sabe se tem trem que está bem. Se nunca você não aqui, para o momento que você realizar que um trem é dalbo. So experience is important. People need to tell you. You have to see it. So it's a combination. I love it. Young generation with the energy and the new ideas, together with the older folks that have the experience. You combine that together, you got a solid dynamic team.
So if you feel like let's say Voorbeeld, like Otami Savius is a strong candidate for San Nicolas, why did you not then fight to have another strong candidate, since you say like you need more representation, especially
We did.
For yourself, to have her at least in the top 10.
Yeah, we did. That's why you have Mervin there, you have Clifford there, you have...
I don't know Clifford.
Clifford Heiliger.
Hey, Clifford.
Yeah. You have Clifford, I think he's number 7, I think. You have, Otami is 11, toch? Oh, no, 10. Toch? Otami is...
I have no
I
idea.
can't
11.
keep up numbers. Everything twitch.
Yeah, 11. And Otami will get, every time, believe me, she's going to be a powerful politician. She is.
Sure.
She have the guts, she have the talent, she have the intelligence.
Glenda daughter, come on. Hello. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
And I love her attitude, and the way her blood boils for her people. And sometimes people tend to want to see things change very quick. But sometimes you have to
Slow
watch
and
out
steady
with that.
wins the race.
They have a Dutch saying, snel lopers zijn doodlopers. You know, sometimes take your time. Believe me, when big things are going to happen, give it time. Basta comprendele pabo no hanya buta kaina kaminda. And she has that. You know, and that will prevail in the future. You know?
So let me say this. You feel like AVP take too long to ball the coast? Like, let's say a vote, because what a lot of people find was that this move should have been done last election with somebody like Helene, who was very much capable.
Yeah. The idea was that Helene had to become there, had to come there.
Last election.
Yeah. They moved her from 18 to 4, I think it was.
From, I think, 18 or
Yeah,
16 to 4. Yeah.
To 4, yeah. With the intention that Helene supposedly going to become the leader, not just in number, but the leader. Unfortunately, things went the way they went, you know, and it did not happen. But that was the idea. Let me put it, and this is not for Helene or Tammy or so, you know. Geduld is een schone zaak.
Can I say that in English?
Patience is a very clean
It's a virtue.
It's a clean business.
Okay.
You know?
Got it.
Sometimes people tend, when you're young, you know, I couldn't wait when I had my first bike. I couldn't sleep, you know. As you get older, even you're going to buy something, it's going to come 6 months from now, and you work towards it. You get, you know, to learn how to deal with that. Getting knowledge is very important. Getting the experience is very important. Taking your time. Don't push yourself too fast, because there are things there that you might not be ready to deal with. You know, and then it would be jammer to lose those opportunities just because you were so eager to be there. Don't take your time. Believe me, everybody, you know, what Ivos de Funto used to say, tempo tabo mio amigo, use correcto. Give yourself the time to learn it, to eat it, to smell it, and to repeat it. You know it. It's done. You've been there and done that. Boputi intelligência, boputi educação, boputi energia, but it needs it. And hoje em dia, botar mira hopi hobin, tamede mercado, tem ideia and great. Sempre. But only 2% will make it.
Yeah.
You know? The other ones wouldn't make it so quick. And sometimes you got to take your time, learn more. When people ask me, what's the best advice I could give a youngster? My best advice is listen to those that have been there. Listen to them. Take it with you. That doesn't mean to say what I'm telling you to do is what you have to do.
No.
But take it with you, because you're going to recognize patterns of what I've told you.
Things gonna resonate.
And it's going to come to your head one time, he told me
Mike
about
De
this,
Meza,
you know.
like, yeah.
I can cut this now, or, you know. So, dus é difícil para bisa que o nome será tomar lugar mais lié. Não necessariamente. Estava tem plan para tomar lugar. Estava plan para tomar lugar de verdade. Então, bota young. When you're in your 20s, your 30s, when you step up to when you sit on, let me put it like this. When you sit on,
Get comfortable.
Okay, Mr. Metaphor.
yeah, when you sit on with these Dutchies at the table that believe Aruba is second-grade citizens, and that whatever you guys do down there, you all are corrupted, all of you down there. That's the way many of them think. But you will realize it when you go through it. And then you better be ready. Je moet van goede huizen komen. When you sit down with them, to debate with them, to put them in a place, you got to know what you're talking about, not just by reading an academic book. You have to go through some exercises. And you got to be ready to discuss them. Otherwise, they're gonna, how you say, lees je de les voor, hè?
Yeah.
They're gonna, not a party.
Like this body map, ik persoonlijk next.
You'll be surprised when you, and not only there, business people and so on. You know, you have to be prepared for these things.
But I think the Dutchies are saying, but the local people are saying to it. Like, for we as the Dutch people say, like, everybody just, they are all corrupted.
Yeah.
But the locals too, like, not too ready, but this is corrupt.
Down there, up there, here, they're like, fuck.
The middle people.
No? What to be saying, hey, mitigo yama mi mamu rato. Or mitigo yama mi tatu rato. So sometimes you don't want to do it because you feel you want to show them you could do it alone.
Yeah.
But I bet you if you call them, they got a good advice for you.
For sure.
They have been there.
Yeah,
They've been there, done that.
They've seen what happened in the past. Like, if you go down this route, this is going to happen. This that person, see this.
Yes.
But then
I used to tell my kids.
It also gives then Eri, if you're willing to be a mentor, Eric di combo da just do namin position Eric guide me through it tanting kuno sa bayendo.
Het is een fout. Doe na mijn position. Het gaat niet om een position.
But if I earn it in the meantime,
Exactly, you're gonna earn it.
so then that means you saying it's up to whoever decide that they is the leader of the the person going to decide when you're ready.
You're gonna grow into it. You self gonna demand it. They're gonna give it to you. Sometimes they give it to you before you demand it, and sometimes you demand it. But niet hals over kop. Just an advice. You
No,
know,
I get it,
to a
I
lot
get
of
it, I get
youngsters.
it, I get it.
I know people that started business again. Those that do it good, hey, patch you off and keep on, the energy.
Yeah.
But it's only top of the crop. From the millions, many of them won't make it. So don't use the top of the crop as the vote
for
belt,
sure,
because
for
they won't
sure.
make it. It's unfair. You guys are quick. You guys are doing good. It's unfair for a lot of other kids to go measure themselves to you because they don't have the intelligence you guys have, the
Or
energy
they haven't
that
gone
you
through the
have.
shit we gone through.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
We've gone through some shit like,
Exactly. Imagine you yourself went through so many things, and they haven't gone through it.
Yeah, they think it's easy.
You yourself exactly want to
I
tell
thought
them,
myself,
hey,
I see people like, shit, man, that's so easy. And then I did it. I was like, bro, I got like 5 mental breakdowns the last month, my guy. Like, setting my car 3 a.m.
Exactly.
Like,
That's exactly what I
crying.
mean. That's exactly what I mean. And you went through it on a young age, quicker,
Well, thank
again.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, again, because you separate yourself
Yeah.
as the top of the crop. Not saying the other is bad,
No, of
but many don't have that opportunity, don't have that vision and so on. And that's what I mean. Sometimes, and you have uitzonderingen that can go from one shot, boom, there, good. You understand? But it have many of the others. And that's what is meant that experience is important and so on. For them not to underschatten it, because it's not just we in politics. Kids look at that. I know, okay, see, kita biar nanti kira din tu course ito ba sina, ito ba sina, but ba dalbo mesur. I always tell my kids, there's no shortcuts to life.
Damn right.
Okay.
So when you, at the end of the day on your bed, you're going, you have done your time, you're going to realize that it took that route to reach there,
100%.
and not by shortcut.
Kiana Kova said the same thing, remember? That's a guest we had in the past. I said, like, there's no shortcuts in life.
No,
Just
no.
put your head down and get to work.
Yes, you got to. So so the whole thing from AVP, it's a nice thing though. It's a nice discussion. So people, discuss about.
There's
it
a lot
and
of
stuff.
speculation on what happened.
For sure.
I had the same question, but he came at me. and
Sorry,
like,
I'm sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
And if you look at us
But
today, we're good. We're together.
because
We're
people were thinking there was
unified.
internal fights, like, I guess Dowers hates this shit because experience the content.
No, not
he's
at all. Not at all, not
But
at
like,
all.
I don't.
He said nothing with it. He just posted it like, okay, here you go, people.
That's how I was like, when
Do
I
what you
saw
want
that.
with it.
When I saw, I was like, oh shit, you
Yeah.
can lay in between.
Maybe it's an argument, discussion, internal that come outside, and everybody build their own story about it. No, it was not. And I for sure not. I was all the way in the back.
I'm
They
like-
pulled me back in the front.
I'm like, hey, the mess of Manda.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave me outside.
Exactly. I wanted to.
All right, Mike, we're going to be reaching the end, but I do have one more segment with AHATA. It's 3 question, multiple choice. And then I got 2 final questions, and then we're going to round off. It's like an hour and a half. But I like a lot of this conversation. It's like there's stories, like real shit that happened. I didn't know the solar park was in San Nicolas.
I didn't know a lot of that.
I hope you guys have talks to bring that back, because I think that's cool.
Yes. It is functioning. They just got it like hidden behind the houses and not showing anybody.
Really?
We were gonna have a whole
if
park
it's
there.
working, then who's getting the electricity?
No, it is helping. It
Okay.
is helping.
But Mike, okay, so Vava,
No,
real
wait,
quick.
wait.
In front of Caminis have like this little plane.
Not there.
No, but okay,
Oh,
but
okay,
that
okay.
little plane.
Yeah.
People say that like it have like toxins on the deer
No, they
and
took
whatnot
them
and
out.
whatnot.
They took them
It out?
Yeah, it was a dump. In Lago, you had 2 dumps. You had one there, you had one at the entrance. The one there was industrial, and the one at the entrance was residential. But they went in and they took them out. They talk
Okay.
about radioactive. No, they took
Okay,
everything out.
okay.
Well, speaking of-
it growing a little bit low key. Okay.
Well, speaking of toxins,
Let's go.
I have a follow-up
Perfect.
question. I've heard people that have had experts come to Aruba and tested the waters in San Nicolas, and apparently they're not great because the refinery.
That's true.
So like the water is like, it's basically you're swimming in toxic water.
Yeah. When I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying that people.
Sorry, Rogers Beach gone.
No.
Shark's gonna grow a tail. Like, what the
feel
fuck?
We're okay.
No, we're making jokes right now, but it's actually a real
It's
thing.
No,
serious.
we're okay at Baby Beach.
Tonga shit
We're-
water, we got this?
No, we're okay at Baby Beach. We're even okay at Rogers Beach. Can you imagine this? This same water is going down to Web, eh? because WEP is downstream of it.
And we drinking that.
But there's
that's why you have to buy the sandy water. All
no,
right?
but the
In
water
bottle.
of WEP is good. It's good.
God
Not the media studio input
Oh my
output, you
God,
know.
hindi pa pa web town.
Pero como te bisa, tapos say me te bisa, hope yun ito papi kung nosto pa punong yato, nosto pa probi kiko. People don't realize when I talk about sanya e lugar, não tá solamente ribatera, é subsuelo body lamang também. Ito asa instabil, no? Tem hope, zeta ku químico ku te ibau drumi.
Barina ibo benta like fix.
No, ito
No, just
whenever
leakage.
you have leakage, you have
Yeah.
constant leakage. Up to now we have leakage because we got like 1 million barrels of oils in the grounds of San Nicolas, you know. So ora é sali, bota behandele, anto antes kiko nanta bata hasi, behandele ku químico ku ta ponena outro, anto ta saque baiabou. Awendia bota behandele ku outro, ku bota demulsify, bota quibreden pida chiquito, anto pa bactéria dan special comer. Dus antes ta bata saque febista.
But the problem is still there. It's like,
it
just
is.
put the shit in the bag and put a rocks and it goes to the bottom.
Yeah,
but the
it
I
shit's
mean,
still
God
there.
knows why everybody has cancer and all these type of diseases all of a sudden. Lately.
So that's the reason why I say, you know, San Nicolas don't need no bad night stories and no.
I don't think the cruise
You
port
don't need that
is...
shit. I keep telling them this.
I would say
Promising
don't put no
and
cruise
We don't
port
need
mode.
those stupid shit.
All
We
right,
need
let's
social
go
shit.
to the questions. Get
Let's
your
go,
question
let's
ready.
Go. I'm sorry.
Get your phone.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Let's
I'm going to do
go.
the first one. There's 3. All right, so according to your knowledge, is the Aruba Tourism Authority, A.T.A, investing in protecting nature and the environment projects through partnership agreements? Should I ask it again?
Yes. Yeah.
According to your knowledge, is Aruba Tourism Authority investing in protecting nature and the environment projects through partnership agreements?
I'm not sure if they are, and if they are, not enough.
Okay. I mean, well, the answer is yes, they are.
Okay.
And they're doing it with Aruba Conservation.
Yeah, but not
Foundation.
enough. Not
You
enough.
think you should do more?
Much more. Yeah.
Clock that, see.
Okay. I mean, that's an honest answer. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
At least you didn't bullshit like, no. Like,
Yeah.
like at least you said like, hey, I'm not sure, you know,
Yeah.
you're honest. Go ahead.
Okay, next question is A.T.A is currently shifting its focus on the types of guests it attracts. What is a key benefit of this shift for the local community? Is it A, decrease job opportunities in tourism, B, improve quality of life through sustainable practices, C, high property taxes for residents, or D, community input is not considered in tourism planning?
I think it would be B. Can you repeat B?
It's actually correct.
Oh, it is? Yeah,
B,
okay.
which is improves
Okay.
quality of life through sustainable practices.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Look-
Okay, Mikey.
All right, you got one.
We got one more.
All right, so the last one is Aruba tourism. Sorry. Over tourism is a worldwide topic that Aruba is not immune of, which is a problem we all have right now. From the perspective of your political party, what is the strategy? What is the Aruba strategy for mitigating over tourism and promoting regenerative tourism in 2025, according to Aruba Tourism Authority?
Yeah.
Is it A, increasing guest arrivals by 20%? Is it B, attracting high-value guests who align with responsible tourism principles? Is it C, focusing solely on luxury tourism? Or D, encouraging mass tourism to boost economic growth?
Yeah. No, you'll have to repeat B and...
B is attracting high-value guests who align with responsible tourism principles.
yeah, I would...
Is that one?
Yeah, I would think it's
That is correct. 2 out of 3. Good job. Good job. Like, thank you. No, up until now,
I used to
no,
be Minnesota tourism.
Listen, even this one answer like higher property taxes for residents, bro. If that's the
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm leaving Aruba. So I got like, pretty much. Let's afront aqui com pergunta. You've been in 20 years in politics. When do you feel like you would retire?
Oh, this is my last dance.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
it
it legit?
I'm Michael Jordan.
Bro, I got goosebumps. I got a little goosebumps, and now my title's gonna be "The Last Dance with Mike De Meza."
Oh, shit.
That's the title of this episode.
Yes.
Oh, hopefully.
I give my time, and I'm this time really focused on the new generation together with us, so we can guide them through, and they continue with it. I'll always be there.
Yeah.
I'll always be there, giving support to my colleagues, even as we go through the years. With any question they have, I have enough energy. I'm still not a pensionate, you know. So I'm there. We put it at 65 years, so we'll have to go through the crunch for that, or go in the private sector. But I'm there. But it's time
To like
in my case,
give it to the next person.
to drag over, you know, work with them. But then after this,
Okay, so if let's say you get it, you know, you guys get in the government, you become minister again. Which cartera lo prefera?
you know, I think it's about
Sorry, I
time.
can't believe it.
It's are you really crying?
Wait, what?
I'm just happy you
This is
said
a
it here.
big deal.
20 fucking
Mike,
years, man.
For real?
Yeah.
I mean, it's expected eventually, but wow.
Have you said this in any other show?
Sorry.
Is this the first time you're
That's the
mentioning
first time I'm hearing
That's what I'm
this.
saying.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
I said it to my friends or so.
it? No, but like publicly, like let's say
No,
on a
not
show.
really come out and say it. The other day, Speed them asked me, I told them, you know,
I
I'm
don't
going
know,
to
yeah.
think on you
Too
know.
much speed, Patrick. We got something over you. Let's go. No. Now, I spoke to Speed. We want to do a show together. Me, Shark, Patrick, and Speed.
Oh, okay.
Have a show
okay,
together.
Okay. Yeah.
That's crazy. I wasn't.
I did not expect that.
I
No,
thought you were
but,
gonna say like, oh, maybe like one more, and then like, you know,
Yeah. No, not really. Not really.
like, I want to go enjoy some vacations.
Yeah. You know, I think it's
Okay.
it should be the right thing to do.
So which cartera would you like?
I think it's, to be honest, if it's up to me, I've done a lot of carteras. I've
Yeah.
been Minister of Finance, Economic Affairs, Energy, Tourism, Transport,
Oh, shit.
Medio Ambiente.
Which one's your favorite?
I've worked 8 years as Vice Prime Minister of Aruba, full 8 years. This time, I think San Nicolas, for the first time, need to, not demand, but need Minister of Infrastructure, first to fix things up there.
Okay,
You
so
know,
that's
roads.
what you go. Yeah.
Yeah, give land. So, you know, get
Yeah.
San Nicolas up to level, especially now having the hotel getting ready.
100%.
We need to, you know.
What are
we
your
need to-
thoughts on that? The hotel.
It's positive, but we need to have good beach policy. We need to have good mass movement policy. You know, we need to promote San Nicolas in its totality to make it commercially attractive.
Not over promote though.
Yeah, no, with promote. Sorry,
We can't lose our essence.
No,
Yes.
what I mean, give workshops to San Nicolas people. Other people is okay too, but San Nicolas people, like, okay, what is very important to do commercio and how you do the commercio. Panano by ding commercio masal could. No, we have so much, you know, how you call it, top of the crop type talents, you know, that we can sell that.
Yep.
That people would love.
We got periodical apparel right there.
Exactly.
Get your shirts.
Yes.
Oh,
you know, and we, you know,
I'm still in shock mode. I'm sorry.
Okay, I wasn't expecting. I was a little shocked.
no, dus pa ayuda hene nang di San Nicolas tambi ku banco nanta un tiki mas lenient ku nantambi. Paso hobi piano mi devi sabating mi no che bisa ku sta solamente racismo of discrimination. You know, people in San Nicolas have it much tougher to get where people below the bridge get. And especially when you're lighter in skin and color. Ting hopi. na
But people
Aruba.
don't believe this now.
Oh,
people,
yeah, oh, yeah.
People would swear to God Aruba don't have racism.
Oh yeah,
and
they have
does
a
it.
lot.
I
They have a lot.
honestly, I would have never known about it since we
Yeah,
started the show.
yeah,
Shark
yeah,
educates me all the
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
time. Like, some
yeah.
people, it's like,
You're on the-
It's like, Shark's like, I'm black and I'm gay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I have the worst.
Yeah, you're on the right side of the
tracks,
line. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why
but-
you have it in you, but it's a lot.
And it's not your fault.
I mean, it's also because I'm not around it. And I'm not
Exactly, it's not
talking
your
about,
fault.
like,
Yeah.
You should be good that you don't have
the
our
reason-
problems.
Thank God we have guys like
No,
you.
but listen, I think it's crazy because like Aruba is such a multicultural island. I'm like, how the fuck is
Yeah.
how
We
is
do,
there racism?
we do.
Look at San Nicolas
You do.
for so
Ju-
long
ju-
with
just-
elections.
Just simply, we are all human beings.
I agree,
The
yeah.
greatest inventions were done by black people in the world.
Do you that tea.
Do you think that all of those people in San Nicolas that live in poor houses and so, black people really do it because they want to?
Yeah.
It's because the opportunities are not given to them or even taken away from them. And they find themselves living with those cards that are dealt to them.
And they got work
You
extra
know?
hard.
Unta pason, yung hende di coloque viva, de un cas quebrar, they want to excel, just like anybody
Everybody
else,
wants to
just like
excel in
any
life.
Chinese, any European, any American,
It
any.
doesn't matter who. Just like
Exactly,
everybody wants to excel in
exactly.
life.
So when you see that, not only in Aruba, but you see it in any country,
Yeah.
there is something wrong because there's no human being that want to live.
I want to be poor.
Yeah, where the mainstream wants to live and they don't want to
But
live.
at the end of the day, it's also everybody's own decision. Not the own decision, but it's also you're also in charge of your own life. If you want to change something, get the fuck out and fix it.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
you know what? I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move somewhere else and I'm
Yeah,
gonna work.
but-
But I do get it sometimes.
Yeah,
Color
but-
your skin, they judge you like, hey, bosa,
Yeah.
But then also
Pero
it
basta
takes, why would you have to leave your home and your family and everything that you grew up in to get a different?
But then you go do that, and then you come back and give back to your community.
Yeah.
But then why does the community not be able to
That's
and
big ass
be on the
infrastructure.
same level
and-
as the rest of the
yeah,
island?
yeah,
Why is
correcto.
San Nicolas always a different part
Sim.
of the island?
Esta passou com a oportunidade tanto o que está,
Claro.
but o sistematicamente em cada
Claro, sim,
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Well, guys, I'm not ignorant. It's just more like
No,
No,
that's
no,
good.
I-
I'm not genuine as
No, and
question
this-
because I'm sure people are also like, oh, I didn't
Of
know that.
course.
These questions are great, and like you said,
thank
it
you.
depends on your and it depends on yourself.
Yeah.
But it's only a couple of people that will have
That
mentality.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that the rest are bad, but they just don't have it. But the white privilege, that story in the U.S. and
Yeah.
we have it here in Aruba.
For sure.
We have it in Aruba, and
So,
I could tell you.
Let me ask you this, Mike. If you become the minister of infrastructure, right? How would you work on because if you're the minister, you're not the minister of infrastructure for San Nicolas. You're going to be the minister of
Yes.
infrastructure for Aruba.
Yes.
So how do you benefit and what would you change for Aruba in general as minister from infrastructure?
Number one, we have to clean up this place. Aruba is a dump at this moment.
Shit.
But we don't have a dump.
Yeah,
so-
there's all over the place. So we are planning to build a top-notch solid and water waste facility, preferably in San Nicolas by Zeewijk, where the tanks are.
Yeah.
So if we don't have nobody to take over the tanks and be a terminal operator, transshipment, we're going to dismantle that part too. In Zeewijk with the white tanks.
Yeah,
That was the first dump Aruba ever had.
Stay hoorde.
Ze dat wat dump de Aruba antes. O de primeiro big mass dumps que nós temos depois bem parquito boss. Pero aí nada tá ora lá bem na dempele e então na trai tanque na riba.
Oh shit.
But se nós say right across it was the first golf course. A lot of people don't know that the first golf course in Aruba was in
Everything started in San Nicolas.
As a matter of fact, the first bank was also in Zeewijk.
Stay hoorde.
Zeewijk was, back in those days. Pero to come back, para facilidade top-notch. Para afvalwaterzuiveringsinstallatie, para gran parte de Aruba, e também solid waste handling. E parte einan, que está gewoon een kost de another level. Abita contra de placa que vai worden hinka agora aqui, den Bubali Plus, para direita e Bubali Plus. Direita sim, pero a mim também sabe que saca Bubali Plus para caminho eta. You don't build your toilet in your kitchen. That's what we have in Aruba.
Exactly.
I've never seen it that way.
Nós temos gewoon
Exactly.
nos toilet. In the
high rise.
Your shit, please.
We have it right there. And to correct, el lugar esta que esta virando mais dense. Esta é concentração de nosso pilar econômico eigenlijk único que nós temos na Aruba. And we're cooking. We're in a restaurant. We're cooking in the kitchen. We're shitting in the kitchen. It's crazy. But we have to take it
And
out
nasty.
because we can't have it there anymore. And a lot of people know, pero technology, we just got to take it out of there. Okay.
And put it where?
Someplace else, but not there.
But we are.
There's different places. And one of the places that we can have a great part of it, that na Zeewijk, pero top notch, becoming top of the line, where you won't smell nothing, you won't realize. I've been to places like that in the Netherlands. It's just gewoon top of the line place. England have them too, and we can build them in Aruba. And we will be the flagship in the Caribbean, showing how it can be done right. Remember, we get right now about 35 million florin from the tourists we take to take care of our wastewater. That money is enough to take care of our wastewater and our solid system with incinerators, not small, jokey incinerators. I'm talking about the industry of incineration and so on. So real thing. I have an engineering background. I'm a major in energy and process technology. And these things I've done projects for millions and millions. And these things, when you have the right people, I'm not going to do it, but when you choose the right people to do it, we get things done good.
That's
like
facts.
we say, se bota by, fota papayaso, until you respira, un circo.
It's true.
You put people that don't know what they're talking about, and you get, now everybody is out there, character assassination. Mike De Meza está aqui, está corrupto, está aqui. That's gewoon character assassination. That's the way we are in Aruba. But I guarantee you, they could go look at everything from Mike De Meza, and Mike De Meza is straight as a table can be. That's me, and I'll always be that. I will never change.
Pearl. I guess ain't straight, but anyways,
I think we're reaching the end. This is literally our longest episode.
it really is.
But
Okay.
So before we ask you the final question, which is why people should vote for you, do you think this election and next election could be a coalition? And if that's the case,
Well, let him answer first.
okay, yeah,
If I think it could be,
yeah,
I think so.
okay. Now, if it ends up being a coalition, which other parties do you feel like aligns more with AVP in terms of we can work with them?
I think right now, Futuro, Mas, Action 23.
Was that a joke?
Video.
I'm like, was that a joke just now?
No, video.
This motherfucker is trolling. He's fucking trolling.
Miguel. Me and Miguel very good with each other.
Oh my! Watch me get a comment. What the fuck, man?
Video. No, because he's growing too. Maybe
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gone from
yeah.
1 seat to 3 seats.
God knows.
Video para 23.
Yeah.
No, but
Which one of these parties do you feel like aligns more with the values? Maybe personally for you.
Yeah.
Not your party.
I think all 3 of them.
One of them will be a good fit.
One
all
of those
3
three.
of them will be a good fit.
Okay.
I really do. We worked with them in the opposition. We had discussions. It's not like we're, in love with each other.
Yeah.
So,
but at the end of the day, sometimes me and Shark, we fight all the time, but we know what's good for no filter. Let's keep it fucking pushing.
But we kind of, you can feel the chemistry, the synergy, and so on, the way we look at things. Yes, I see them. It's jammer that Raiz kind of, let them be, alaganang worden misused. I abira manera aanhangsel die map, voor work je te los voor die jet. Dus we moeten keren dingen in een andere
Basta bong.
ding.
Ja.
Zie. Pero we keren dat bij een coalition die opposition. Amita keren.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, answer.
All right, Mr. Mike De Meza. We're going to give you a second over here. This is your camera. I almost missed that. Hende kersa, politico kersa, 20 anos in politica. The Last Dance with Mike De Meza.
Hey.
Why should we vote for you?
Talk to your people.
Yes. Based on experience, I'm a very humble guy.
No hot dollars to line see guy.
No, I'm a very humble guy. I work with everyone. I cooperate with everyone. I'm very adamant and decisive in making the right decisions for Aruba. I believe very much in my community, which is San Nicolas, and I believe San Nicolas needs to get a fair chance. I really do. I entered the politics because of San Nicolas, and I hope to be able to look back when I'm done with politics that San Nicolas really moved up, but I'm here for Aruba. I believe in Aruba. I love Aruba. My wife, my kids, we all are from Aruba, So Aruba is my country. I live in Aruba, and I will die in Aruba, and I will be buried in Aruba, I'm that guy, I'm that guy. I'm not going to give you empty promises or
unrealistic.
Yes, I'm a hard worker. My wife always tell me, "Bosa boto workaholic. Cal que trabalho com bota hasi, bosa boto começar a fermenta, te marto gabo, nota sossegabo curva, nota come bom, enzovoorts. Bosa mi tabini família hopi grande, ma lanta de pobreza. Mi mamma comitata sempre a lucha para nós. E ama vai studia, e me tra, para tudo o qual me tem, também me se tra, nenhum não duna me net nada. E me obisava ama duna, hopi mas. Kumi mesting awe. To other people. I'm just that guy, You have an honest guy in me, and I'll work for you, Awesome. I'll give it all my best,
Well,
thank you. Foto número 2, AVP. Mike De Meza. Dance with me.
Yeah.
The last song.
that should have been your slogan. Like Mike De Meza, it's the last dance. Guys, me espero você enjoy o episode aqui. Então, tique mais largo com o normalmente não está assim, but it was a good conversation. I wanted to keep it going myself. I was like, I need to know more because not only because it's your last dance, but it's also you've been 20 years in politics, so you have a lot of knowledge and things we can pick your brain on. Pero guys, se você enjoy o episode aqui, corra subscribe no nosso YouTube channel, corra like a video, I got a comment, whatever que você quer, porque fact check Mike De Meza, go for it.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Drop in the comments.
Because we're in there, we're commenting, we're looking at everything. In the meantime, guys, we'll see you on the next episode. Topa.
Ow.
Awesome, guys.